Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of 4YA training servers, welcome to the airfield. 4YA hosts one of the largest DCS communities worldwide. Our 30 aerobatic and combat training servers attract over 16,000 virtual aviators each month. 4YA servers are available for the DCS community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you the 4YA aerobatics team. The pilots for the 2025 season are all experienced DCS aviators, and I was excited to present to you a display of precision aerobatics using the rather wonderful Mirage 2000 module from Razbam Simulations. As if to demonstrate the breadth of the DCS player base, the team's youngest virtual pilot is 14, the oldest is 69, and all are united by a love for high-performance virtual flying. The team's mission statement is to provide sharp, disciplined and dynamic flight demonstrations that push the limit of virtual flight. Our pilots train 3 times a week, and on non-practice days they can often be found on the public 4YA server, connecting with like-minded DCS pilots, sharing their passion and welcoming others to the world of precision formation aerobatics. The 2025 display is flown this year by team leader Smokey. On his right wing is Jed. Opposite Jed on the left wing is Drade. And behind Smokey in slot position today is Burner. If you look to your right now, you'll see 4 very smart looking blue and white aircraft with landing lights on. Smokey is about to call the team to power up their virtual Snecma 53 engines. Watch for the nose wheel leg to compress and the increased black smoke from the engine signalling its power change. Brakes are off, and on the roll from the right hand end of the airfield, it's the 2025 4YA aerobatics team. The team are using about 98% of power on takeoff, and the 4-ship gets airborne today in finger 4 formation. Rotation speed was about 120 knots. Putting the gear up, the team now changes into tango formation. Watch as the power increases into reheat, and at 340 knots, they'll pull into the loop. Tango is a reasonably challenging formation to fly, more so for the 2 wingmen who are in line abreast, are looking roughly 90 degrees towards the lead aircraft while trying to maintain accurate lateral and vertical formation spacing. On top of that, the use of reheat makes it even harder, so maintaining the correct position in stable flight is very demanding. Aircraft are pulling up now into a right-hand wingover to return to the flight line. Watch for the formation as it returns now for the left tango roll. This will see the formation pitching up before rolling through approximately 450 degrees. Good view here of the precision of the front three pilots and the great formation keeping of number 4 there. It's interesting to note there at the top of the roll, the first 3 aircraft in the formation appear to change to 1 aircraft in the middle of the roll, showing the precision flying of the team. After stopping the roll, the formation changes into Diamond. Diamond is one of the formations that looks fairly easy to fly, but can be a real challenge for the slot pilot who is looking up at the business end of Lead's jet pipe, juggling power changes while maintaining the depth and distance, which is crucial to having a symmetrical formation. Throughout the entire flight, the team performs parallax correction. This means that the aircraft on the outside of the turn flies slightly higher while the slot pilot shifts his position outwards. This ensures that the formation always appears symmetrical to the spectators. Watch during the long sweeping left-hand turn for another formation change. This is Yankee formation. Aircraft approaching the airfield now from 90 degrees, and we'll slowly see them pulling up into a right-hand quarter clover. Good view there of the beautiful underside of the skin on this Mirage 2000-5. I don't know about you folks, but I'm really enjoying the 4-way A team's display today. Watch now as the aircraft reach the back of the turn and Aero 3 slips across the formation to fly into the slot of lead, while Aero 4 rides the lightning behind Aero 2. This is box formation. We were mentioning parallax error earlier today. As the aircraft turn towards us, you'll note that they all look extremely stable and in position perfectly. This is box formation, and we'll see the aircraft fly past in box 4. Pilots now add power and they transition into Diamond, speeding up before pulling into a rolling left wing over, where they'll be changing the formation once again, this time to trail. After the change to trail, I'm expecting to see the aircraft swing round and they'll approach the crowd from 45 degrees. Trail is another challenging formation for the uninitiated. Trail is where all the aircraft fly in a staggered line, one behind another, each aircraft slightly lower than the one in front. This formation is especially challenging for the rearmost pilot, so they must not lose sight of lead during any turns, and sometimes aero 2 or 3 will fill the windshield. In trail, 2, 3 and 4 will be looking up through their canopies to the next aircraft and then lead. Although it looks like a simple formation to fly, any instability can quickly lead and affect the whole formation. Team running and pulling up now for the double barrel roll. The first roll will be in trail and the second roll will be in diamond. And why not? FOIA aerobatics team making barrel rolls look easy since 2024. Formation will exit after approximately 720 degrees of roll. Sure you'll agree, that was a classy transition to diamond. Team are going to pull up into a left wing over. This will bring them back to the display line. And the eagle-eyed amongst you will note that the formation will again change, this time to goose. With power reduced to a minimum and the speed brakes deployed, I expect that we're about to see the high alpha pass. Angle of attack for the high alpha pass today will be about 19 degrees. We'll be flying at about 87% power. Look how stable that high alpha pass is. Absolutely amazing. Well done, chaps. Judge the wing's angle of attack by the smoke trails behind it. Pretty awesome. At the end of the high alpha pass, the team pushes up the power and rapidly accelerates from less than 130 knots to over 350 knots, and the formation once again changes into diamond. Post a slow flight, the formation will first fly to the right and then take a long sweeping left-hand turn back to the display line. Watch as the formation turns left to come back towards us. Expect we'll see the speed brakes cleaned up. Look for reduced formation spacing on this part. As the aircraft approach, each aircraft accelerates and closes up to within 1 meter of the other. Fingers on the screenshot buttons now for the diamond loop. Smokey will call for a formation change to finger 4 on the downside of the loop. Pay attention to the slot pilot, who will slide across the outer right position as the formation changes to finger 4. The flight surfaces on the wings of the Mirage are composed of 4 elevons and 4 leading edge slats. A particular feature of the Delta Wing is that it offers a comparatively large wing area for a particular design, thereby reducing the wing loading. Indeed, the wing on a Mirage 2000 has an area of 41 square meters, giving a wing loading of some 77 pounds a square foot at takeoff, weight 33,000 pounds, thus making the Mirage 2000C much more manoeuvrable than contemporary Cold War fighter jets. The Mirage 2000's Delta Wing is optimised for high-speed flight and high angle of attack manoeuvres, which sees the Mirage holding its own on 4YA's combat training service. The downside to the Delta Wing is drag, and the Mirage can get very slow very quickly. And hopefully we've shown you both ends of the performance envelope today. When they're not flying formation aerobatics, the team can often be found on the 4YA aerobatics server. Feel free to join them in the Discord. Chat to them and they're happy to share their love for formation aerobatics with you. And who knows, you might even get to fly with them. Very, very well executed formation landing there. Note, during the rollout today, the team will switch to trail as they bring their display to a close. Team vacate the runway, we warmly invite you to join our Discord community with over 23,500 members. Join, simply scan the QR code at the end of the display And with us you can chat with like-minded people, find lots of useful information, and connect with others. Ladies and gentlemen, 2025 4YA Aerobatics Team!